Hey everybody, come out today just to look for some shed antlers. It's late February. It's a nice warm sunny afternoon where I'm at. I found myself a nice south facing slope. I've got the afternoon sun and I've actually climbed up to the top of a little ridge. I'm standing in the saddle right now and looking across a couple of hillsides to help me see some patterns, see if I can find any trails to walk out, anything rough, scrubby that deer may be bedding in. And I'm gonna look around slowly, work a zigzag pattern across the hillsides, and see if I can find some antlers on the ground. So get out, look for some shed deer antlers, and good luck. All right, so here's a video, give you a 360 of a hillside that I'm walking. You can actually see there's a little saddle right up there. I'm gonna cut this hillside over and walk it out generally that direction. What I'm doing is I'm just letting the trails that I'm finding kind of point me in the direction that I need to go. So this is a generally a southeast facing slope out this direction. I come from the other side of that hill. That's truly south facing over there. And it's a pretty steep peak. There's about 150 feet of elevation gain right here up to the top. So what I've done is I just started, I come about midway up the hill, I found a little bedding area with some sign, found a trail, and now I'm just running it out. So hopefully I'll find something, and if I do, I will share it with you. All right, and this is the type area right here that I'm gonna focus on really hard when I'm shed hunting. So I walked a trail in this location, got some fresh droppings here in front of me, and I can see little indentations, little small trails in and out of this little thick area. So what I'm gonna do here is actually a circle search. So I found about the middle of it. Now I'm just gonna start walking a loop. Each circle is gonna get bigger and bigger as I completely walk this small area out. I'm gonna focus my efforts here. Just found this little brushy area, and I've worked I intended to do a circle search, but got really thick in a couple places, so I kind of zigzag, circled around it best I could, and my efforts have paid off. So right there's my first shed of the day that I found. So I'm hoping many more will be to come. So I will keep you updated as I find some more. So as I'm walking, anytime I come across an area like this, I'll speed up a little bit and I'll try to get myself on through this area. The presence of the snow, whereas it's melted off, a lot of other places tell me it's typically a little colder right here, and the deer are going to spend less time. I'm not going to completely ignore these areas. I'm still going to look for smaller trails and stuff like that. So, but I'm also not going to spend as much time walking them out and focusing on them as I might in areas that are more open and sunny. All right, so I'm coming out of a really thick bottom. Not a lot of sign, but I did find a couple of trails I walked up. But more importantly, I see ahead of me another south-facing slope. So as I'm starting to gain in elevation here, I've found a trail. There's some drop-ins right there. And I'm gonna walk this trail up. Generally, I see a couple of thick spots I'm gonna probably focus on to circle around as I walk up, and hopefully I'll find some more sheds again as I hit that steeper elevation up ahead. Actually, walking through the bottom, I bumped some deer, so I know they're in this area. And over there's another pretty steep hillside as well, so I may wander over that way, back and forth across the hillside, and see what I can find. All right, so here's another area I'm gonna focus on heavily. You can see a little series of depressions and little holes and just low spots. I've walked several of these already. Down in most of them, I've seen some drop-ins or some kind of animal sign. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna look for a choke point. And you can see the drop-ins right there on the ground. Again, that buck's probably got a loose antler. So I'm gonna find a trail that walks by a tree, and through these small choke points, they're gonna be down in a little dip. What's hard to see is there's a trail running right along the ridge over there. So it's plausible that a buck is gonna walk. You can see the droppings that validate my statements. Buck's gonna come down through here. Maybe something's gonna snag a loose antler and pull it off and leave it laying here. So look for areas like this. Anytime there's a choke point with a trail running up against a tree. All right, so wrapping up the shed hunt. Found one shed, which I'm really happy with. Just map spotted the place and came out here blind. Don't know that I've ever set foot on this piece of property before. So I walked about 3 miles through the woods and losing daylight. It's starting to get cold out, so I'm gonna call it a day and be happy with this. I'm gonna try to come back out in a few days. If I do, I'll add to the end of this video and let you know if I found anything. Thank you.